Bienvenidos. Konnichiwa. Ni hao. Kind greetings. The sign of positivity and light fare. To settle your unbridled stares. Here we go. Scuffed wishbone. Where'd she go? Down here. Get her. Get her for the cam. Get her for the cam. Show her. Show Scully. Show Scully. She's a gentle little beast. She's a gentle little beast from the Middle East. Okay, today we are being a little bit lazy. I was going to make the ultimate skateboard shelf with this being underneath it. Cut it down. I think actually I might still go for that. I need to figure out how far of the clearance. The next thing I need to do is how far the clearance is between the ceiling that I have to mount this. Okay, so my options of materials were cutting this maybe down into what I'd call a plate. It's got all this art on there and like some see-through grip and stuff. So I was thinking about cutting it. Just kind of like, I don't know, kind of minimally. I honestly wanted to make like, if I could have this whole thing as a shelf, I'd almost do that. There's that. Or if I just want to go really minimal and really clean, I already measured this out with a little dark line there. I could just do this. This is pretty soft wood. You just cut this. Cut this with my saw right outside, or just right here. Got a really nice pole saw. I don't know exactly where it is. It's kind of like my nicest saw. I almost think somebody might have grabbed it. Yeah, this could be good. Got a comment in there? The comments disappear. Comments disappear after just a second, and I have to like look for them. Top chat and live chat, please. Thank you. There we go. Went from 0 viewers to 1 viewer there. What the hell? Maybe it's just these ones that you can move. Get out of here, Bubbles. Okay, Bubbles. Okay, Bubbles. Okay, we're at the dance party. That'll cover up the dust. That's probably quite effective to tell a story on this 8mm lens. It's pretty effective. Okay, let's be real. I'm gonna have to cut this outside. Live YouTube fan fest. That's about more like it. There we go. slap the hands. Slap the hands, but I could probably go into this. I feel like I'd lose a lot of viewers, but you know, get me. I do see the thumbs up is 0. It's at 0. No wonder people are always like, I know when someone's on the YouTube app and when they're talking about likes, because it's just right there, and Streamlabs doesn't have the like button shown as a default. But it's also kind of, you know, you're kind of trying to coax people into chatting too, because your chat doesn't stay on the screen the way that if you want to tell me to have the fisheye or not have the fisheye, go ahead. I'm turning off the effects. I'm trying to get out of the effect. I don't like going into the effect thing because I never get it back out of the effect thing. Oh wow, it shows me my thumbnail on the sample effect. Okay, how do I get out of the effect? Oh, I must hit the effect button again. And we're at the haunt. It's dark here now. It's dark here now. Oh my god, I said I wasn't going to turn that on. And I did. No one said that you want to fisheye. Good job. Okay, how do I saw this on top of something? Saw on top of this. I'm doing it long ways just to be hard on myself, yes. I don't have to do this outside, but I'll basically take you with me if you can't see it. But I have to pee first, so. So feel free to check out Scully Bear. She wants to go under. She wants to go under, so I'm just gonna go under. Sorry you can't see her. It's kind of I was like, oh, she's coming. Nope. An attempt to not have to do epic toilet streams as often. Pee the ball out of the toilet. Convert it to having like clogged issue. It is the morning here in America. It is morning times. That's not juice. I'm gonna keep the drink, the Gatorade, and the pee separate because I like the yellow vitamin water. It'd be an easy mistake to make. Some more yellow vitamin water. I see some commenting. Thank you, Wurzel. Much appreciated. Working on making a custom plate here for this rack to fit onto here, and then I'm gonna secure this plumber's metal stuff, sandwich it in between here, and I'm gonna have this hang off from the ceiling. I had to design and fabricate this thing myself. Kind of had to get in like an artistic space almost. it's a little obnoxious. There's about 1,000 Canadians here all doing some kind of tryout baseball game thing. To get the DVD player to fucking comments disappear like after a second, so you gotta click on it. Getting that DVD player installed. Then, did you stick with the hooks? Oh yes. No, I'm doing that. I found this material. I have just enough to do that, but I actually was inspired to use this material to install the speakers originally. I was thinking about that, and I was actually going to install a couple speakers today, but I'd rather focus on the DVD player installation because, to be honest, I want to get a speaker really close to the area of the DVD installation, but the DVD installation trumps the it trumps the speaker installation. You need to get the DVD player perfect before the speaker, obviously, and then you'll have, it trumps it. It just straight trumps it, dude. It trumps it. Scully knows you're here. He's excited. He's excited. Only person that's alone is Scully. When we live stream, is Scully still alone? Even if I'm not? I think so. No, she has me. I need to remember she's here in the IRL. Or maybe that's your responsibility. Give Scully things. I like how you guys know when Scully needs food or water or some shit like that. At the last second, like she's like here. Drinking one of the non-pee ones that I have, and no, I'm not sponsored. I'm only sponsored by pee. Brought to you daily, a life force that we tend to throw out. I gotta work my ass off to find these fucking comments. You disappear in like 2 seconds. I gotta like hold it fucking there to like to match the pace. I like to read the comments that refresh. Wondered how you were gonna get it to eye level. You wanted all. It sounds good. Yeah, I'm gonna like. It's not necessarily to eye level. I have to engineer it around the screen coming out and popping up. I can't flush this thing up to the ceiling like it's meant to go under a dash because there's no dash unless I did it like under the sink, which would be kind of stupid. Under. Show them how you like to go under. Nope, she sees herself. She sees herself and she wants part of it. Scruffed wishboned. Oh, I don't like how the zoom does not. I have to actually unzoom. It doesn't seem to really even want to go under. I'm gonna cut this this board. It's gonna take me about 2 seconds. Check out all these stickers that I put down here. All these stickers on here. They're like, I got them from where I got the graffiti paint. They said they came out of a book that cost $400. So that's pretty legit. I've got some trash to probably throw out. I need to collect this stuff. I'll just throw these people out. Fucking raining, dude. Kind of fucking bad. Here. Technically, those are still good for the purpose that God intended them for. Okay, cutting something. Cool. Let's do this nicely with wiping this down. I could paint it a bunch to make it look fucking cool or some shit. Or some shit. I don't like how I can't look up there at any moment and like see comments that maybe may or may not be there. Hope this helps the guy hit. Looks like they're playing a pretty serious game. Maybe I should wait. It doesn't feel very clean. I'm gonna do it off the sidewalk. Not as much as being clean, but as being loud as fuck. You can see the line. Wow, that's not straight at all. Causing a little bit of attention. Go gadget narcissism. Turned out kind of shitty. Sanding that off of the wet ground, I thought that might be notice the kids have infinite potential of injuring themselves continuously on anything and everything, and putting everything in their mouths and Jesus, all kinds of stuff. Okay, I'm tempted to give this a little spray paint blast. I'll put this a little forward. This needs to be more secure. Like. Shit, not on my fucking bracelets. Thank you. Let me check your comments. If you got anything. Can't wait to see what the spray paints came out on the van down there. Some cool colors. Yeah, really, I want to get all the paint on the van. I shouldn't be painting these other parts. I was thinking this natural wood actually looks good. And to be honest, if I spray paint that, I think I had my son draw in there for like 2 seconds or something. Scribbled the pen on there, I don't know. But honestly, that's like the nicer side, so. Might cover that up. I don't know. This is gonna smell for like 20 minutes. I just kind of want to get it done. I don't really want to waste a drop of paint on this, and then this keeps this fresh and wood color, and it matches. It'll match some of the other inside wood stuff. If somebody comes through with a badass stencil or some kind of idea for a paint marker on there, maybe I'll let somebody graffiti that spot for like, you know, $20 TTS, like stuffed ass TTS. Scully wants her burger time. It's funny, you'd think we're in Canada, we got Canadian license plates. Okay. It's full of Canadians. Luckily, Canadians definitely recognize the struggle with living in cars and shit. Scuffed ass American First Strike bonus ration from the Pop-Tart MREs. Blueberry. Goddamn garbage that I give myself. This is not good. Eat more of this. I gotta find something to cut this bending. I feel like I had 10 snips. Something else. That looks pretty vicious, but that's not gonna cut out. I think just like simple bending and snapping, I can cut this. But ideally, I'd use like wire cutters the least. Wire cutters the best. Just bending and snapping it, but okay. So here's how it's gonna. Here's how it look. Kind of want it to have like some air holes in here just for. He loves blueberry. We don't have the blueberries. Strawberry, apple, and chocolate. Yeah, I'm all about this like fucking. Ah, Pete, what's up? What's up, homie? What's up, players? Didn't do nothing. Didn't do nothing. Sounds like a troublemaker's. The name of a troublemaker. What? Haven't seen you here, Pete. Thank you for stopping through. Okay, so part of this, I need to power this whole thing up to know how much strapping I need, but let's be real. Let's just cut extra strapping. It only needs 7 inches for the DVD player screen to pop out. There could be some other aspect I'm not thinking of. Oh, this is kind of a B because I'm going to be using. Is that just pizza alt? Pizza time. So I got this strapping, and I might just like cut it completely in half, or is that too much? Okay, so there's no way I'm gonna need more than that. It's kind of how I look at it. Like a mathematical equation should Pizza time. Yeah, getting the viewers in there. Yeah, give me some likes, Pete's. Give me some likes, Wurzel. While you guys are in here. So this is gonna end up being. I'm sorry, this tripod is like been warranted, and I got it upside down, and it swivels back. So there's no way it's gonna need to be that low. But that'd be handy for a shelf. Hell yeah! Thank you everybody for popping in here. This is I'm trying to figure out how to install this guy. How far I'm gonna need to cut the strapping. There's no way I'm gonna need any more than that. That's a generous amount, so I could bring it in just a hair. And then let's match that distance right there, and I'll know where to cut. So cut right about there. Or let's try the bend and snap technique. I think if I do it really clean with this tool, it'll be fine. I guess ideally I would do it not over a hole, but I thought doing it over a hole would be easier. So at that point we have one segment, we know how long we want it, it's going to be like that, and then this cap is going to be on top of there, and that's going to fit to the ceiling. Originally I thought it would be cool to have this skateboard, or at least just a plate about the same size as this skateboard, to be put on there, but I was kind of prompted. This is the natural wood. My son drew on there. I drew on there like an idiot, like I was drawing his name. Oh, I can see people's you can see your you've changed to a very colorful like spray paint looking art thing. I like that because it looks like I've got that color, just this obnoxious like flash yellow and then acid green. My buddy actually who's most realistically going to be painting on my van with me potentially. Thank you for all the likes, everybody. Chech, give me a like in there. Give me a like in there, please, Chech. Most realistically, my friend that's Alien Red, the original Alien Red, the only Alien Red I ever refer to every time. Came up because I can't say his name consistently. There's no name position, but I can film him. Alien Red. You will see Alien Red more times in the future. Thank you, Seth. Turn down the reggae tone and give me a thumbs up. Pizza time with Chech. I think Pizza Time was the first Chech, but Chech is the real Chech. Egg and chips. This time I'm just trying to knock it out. Okay. Before I was going to use like wire or rope, but I wanted to find a material that was stiffer and it wouldn't shake as much and destroy itself. I just kind of went back and I saw that Pizza Time said last time you messed with this DVD system, you gave you changed the design. I gave you changed the design. Alright, it gets drilled into the ceiling, Marshall, with a little skinny screw. I've got all this wood in here that was originally in here when I got the van. I forgot my title is, what my title is, but I just remember it. Flat Earth, why not move to LA? I got kids holding me down. Kids I need to take care of. Kids I need to be part of their lives and be close by. Thank you for the 4th like. I saw that, buddy. Flat Earth, give me a like. I'm out here every day grinding. Sometimes taking mushrooms, getting super duper high. Crazy high. Stupid high. I demanded long messages for about 5 hours. I only wanted long messages. I wanted long 40-word messages. 200 character messages. Mash the keyboard if you had to. I demanded long messages. It made no sense. Moved to LA. 2, 24-hour dungeon stream with kids. 3, 5K subs. Oh my god. A family of jigsaws hanging from chains for pure views. For nothing but pure views. The pure views. We want the purest family-friendly content we can have. And it starts with, this is going to be great. It's going to be great. Problem is now, it's like, I don't have the fasteners in mind yet. I do have boxes of kind of some random stuff. Actually, here's a bunch of nuts. Tons of nuts in here. I had the bolt for that. Oh, here's where these bits are. Well, if I need to have nuts, then I need to drill holes. And I don't know how charged my drill is. But if I use little screws like this, these are sharp, these would go right in and tack it in. I could just, I'm thinking about just using a bunch of wood glue because I believe I have, oh, it's probably, I know, I think that's in my car. Actually, darn it. It's right here. I'll have to check, maybe I have a different. Okay, so those screws work if I had to. Got a bunch of nuts down here, but those are, I had no idea. So these caps on the spray paint thing have little rubber bushings in there, so you can't accidentally discharge them. So I was scared that Scully was going to jump down there and there was going to be a massive bed of paint that just, you know, came out. Oh, nice, another van showed up. Nah, best to bolt that shit in, man, especially for driving. Tavo, give me a like, thank you so much. I'm sorry I'm being so greedy for the likes, but it's right here just taunting me right in my face, and I cannot hide behind the lack of likes that are there. So I just try to remind people when I come in. So I should bolt that shit, but then I'm gonna need to, well, I mean, I'm gonna glue and screw and maybe later even drill some bolts or put some more heavy duty shit on there. Yeah, I need holes in there. I had a hand drill at one point. Oh Jesus, these are a little oversized. And they're gonna stick up through the top and poke me. So it's like, yeah, you really want to use that. Use a drill. This is kind of a technical thing. I need to cut the second strip of this the same length same length. Measure twice, check twice, cut once. Cut, cut, cut until you succeed. Cut, 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 cut. Okay, right there. I like to put my like supplies that I am using in one spot, and then like tools that need to go back to somewhere or something. Another spot. And I'm going in between the holes so I can maximize the use of this material. If you end it halfway on a hole, and it could have been a good secure point, or just kind of even to tuck the. I think about a lot of things as like, okay, this is gonna be sharp on the end. Like maybe I don't want any extra sharp. That's not working very good. My wrist just okay, it was working better when I just had one part. This is in lieu of using a. That's not very bad. That's not very sure. Oh, jeez. So then I have just enough to not really use for anything. Unless I do the Band-Aid technique where I just use little strips on the speakers. But I think the way I want to do it on the speakers is use a cracked an egg with 2 yolks in it. What the fuck? That can be common. That can be common. Probably nothing bad with that. If you want to throw it away and start over, you could, but I'd probably just eat it if it didn't have any like black specks of like beak fertilizing or something. Okay, so earlier I was on stream, and basically the whole stream was just me popping these tabs out, and yeah, just eat it. Portland Andy's used to getting the good eggs, probably straight from the. Give me a thumbs up, Portland. He's used to getting the eggs from probably like people that have backyard egg chicken coops. Thanks for the likes. And sometimes there's just like you'll get like I've heard of people getting almost a dozen or like something like full of those double yolks. When a chicken gets impregnated, it has something called a clutch, and it's a clutch of eggs, which is like just this massive batch of eggs that develops inside of it, and then it lays and lays and lays. Something about that, but yeah, dude, yeah, this is a very interesting thing. Chench always gets excited and calls me positive, negative Andy when I get into like some electronics project. I should have 2 fully charged 12-volt batteries here that should be good for the test here. But at this point, I'm finding myself needing kind of like a drill to or power for my drill, so I can drill holes through this. But yeah, this is gonna be a single DIN 7-inch DVD player. There's this little shelf I might have made too small. No, that's fine. Perfect. And then pretty sure I want to have these underneath here, right there. So how to secure that? I was thinking if I had wood glue, I'd just coat that whole thing with wood glue and then just tack some screws into there. What's cool is most of these things, these holes seem to line up just fine. So, thanks, brother. Thanks, brother. That means a lot. I know. I was like, you know, there's steps of this where I'm like, oh, I want to go do this, go do it this way or go do it that way, and then I'm like, you know what? What's the value of me being able to just knock this out right now? Okay, that's good. Let's double check if I have the glue or not. But I'm gonna actually pinch this and I'm gonna screw this in right now, and I'm gonna double check my shorter screws. Okay, the glue would be right here, and I'm not seeing it. I think I like having it in my car. I'll get the Joby out or something. Uh-oh, there's a big magnet on that. I don't want to get the magnet. Okay, double check for shorter screws. These aren't really shorter at all. But they'd work to tack it in, get it done, and I could replace those. I'd put some kind of, well, I want a tall screwdriver. Extra OJ, please. Extra vodka. Sometimes I'd put something just like random that I'd screw into the back of there. Yeah, that's the problem. These screws are sticking out way too much. I'm gonna use this small screw. Double check. I probably honestly have like a little bolt and matching nuts from something, like skate hardware or something. I still am left at that point to kind of have to drill it out. Okay, here's a breakthrough. I found shoe goo. I think shoe goo would be pretty much the perfect glue right now for this, because it bonds like rubbers and plastics and stuff. Although this cap's not coming off without a little force. I don't know what I'm going to do with these, but these are just like some little flaps of like little aluminum flaps from a so I wanted to put some glue in here. Ooh, that's got that nice smell, right? Do I go outside, Scully? You go outside. And that might be more than enough for the other side, so if I carefully just continue to screw this in. I've got thin thread and I've got wide thread screws. So I think I can use this glue is what I was trying to say. If I wipe it off carefully onto the other side. just need to find a small disposable stick or something. Like this. Thanks for coming in here and commenting and stuff. This YouTube app is so scuffed. I can't just look up and see the comments. They disappear within like 2 seconds of being oh yeah, look at that, perfectly clean off there. Of course, this is my bed, and that's like my cooking area, so I'm gonna save that for 2 seconds while I put the other strip in. So I want the strip perfect. Where's the other strip? Right? No, that's too short. That's not it. Here it is. Up by Scully. Jesus, this thing. Close to. Of course, I got these jagged screws coming out of the top. Screw haul, screw haul, screw haul. Okay, that looks good. Possibly it needs to come out this way. Okay, now the glue. Let's kind of make this glue stinks, kids. Use with caution. Glue stinks. Where's the glue? Smashing it down right here. Okay, you need barely any, less is more. Click of the baseball. Oh my god, someone hit it. It's working. The baseball is working. Lost a couple of viewers because I'm not reading chat. Nice little homebrew project. Is that an 86 or X64? I don't know what that means. 86 X64. Are you like in the speaker industry or something? You work for this? Oh no. Oh no. Oh shit, I'm supposed to plug this thing in before, I think. Shit, okay, well, let's do this really quick. I think I was supposed to plug this in first. But since I'm already at this point, all it would take me to do is to unscrew these back out. So, let's get that. I don't know what you mean by that, Southwest Odyssey, the 64, 86, 64. your response here in a second. Guess I didn't get any of that there. Guess honestly, I don't want a bunch of scuffed glue on there. Okay, one more screw here. Okay, that's cool. I found the glue at the last second. Let me read what you're trying to say. What are you saying? X64, X64? Is that like a processor on my phone or something? I only got a iPhone 6, homie. No quad-core processing here. Okay, so those 2 screws are plenty. I don't want to put any more because I might have to take this thing apart, worst case scenario. Okay, so this guy's got glue all over it. Awesome. I'm probably going to need at least a few more of these screws to tack in. The DVD player, I did not check the clearance. I did not check if I absolutely needed to put the electrical cable in first. That's kind of lame. I'm gonna check if people skate park. Lots of little kids. Lots of little kids at skate park, so not missing anything. Not missing anything. Okay, step 2, that should have been step 1, is plugging this thing in. Also should plug it in just to... Okay, where do I put these screws? They're easy to grab. In a cup that I drink out of. Awesome. This is the fun reality you get to deal with. What the hell is X64? X84? Is that X86? Am I being trolled? Okay, this giant backpack has to go. Switch to the chubby. Switch to the chubby. We'll go mobile. New angle, new angle. Okay, so this thing needs to fit through. Oh God, I mean that. Like, I'm definitely gonna cut myself before the end of this. Damn it. Okay, so if I majorly F up if I put this in either upside down. Oh, that would be cool. That would be so cool. Wow, wow. What if I do it upside down? I'd have to cut this other hole out because the switch fits on one side, but if it went through this side, whoa, that would look so cool. It wouldn't be a shelf. I think the shelf is important. I really want it to be a shelf. This is like not a good shelf here. This is like slanted slightly. Oh my God, that would look cool. That would look cool if it was upside down, actually, like that. My original idea was like this, but now I'm realizing I built it so it could go either way. So there's standard. I could slap stickers on here and stuff, I don't know. Or and I could have this as a shelf. Oh, that's sick. Oh, that's sick. That looks solid. I wanted it to look solid. And I didn't know how the cap was going to work. I kind of preferred it to be wood over plastic, but plastic probably would have like breathed a little bit better. No, probably not. Thinner wood would have been the best, but okay, so that's the original idea, like that. But then I'm starting to think this looks like a fucking robot this way. It looks like a robot this way. I like the way it looks that way if it was hanging from the ceiling. What do you think on the yeah, some people don't like the fisheye, but I think it brings great great dynamic, and because without the fisheye, that's completely zoomed. This is completely zoomed. Completely zoomed in, or zoomed out, you know, zoomed out. Like, I have to work really hard to go far away to get like everything in the shot. So what do you think? This angle, like this, and then I don't have a shelf? That looks cool, because then you got the bands right there, whereas this way, I could hang it kind of low, like low-ish, and have it be somewhat adjustable by like crimping it side to side, or like having it kind of sway to one side or sway to another side, or something like that. But one or two. That looks fucking sick. Am I really going to use it as a shelf? I wouldn't use it as a shelf if, gotta like work to see if you say. What's it going to be? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to ask is, what's your opinion on, should I have the shelf like I thought? So you have stuff up there? Or do I have it like that, where it's not really going to be a good shelf, it's going to be like slippery? Kind of for safety, these screws as of right now are like, you know, I'd rather go upwards. I'd rather kind of have the shelf just because like I thought of having a shelf up there. I love this basket up here big time. Sometimes the wide angle goes over the light sensor and then my screen gets super dark. So you gotta like readjust it, but then like sometimes it readjusts back to being like over the sensor, like, or like maybe it's even over it right now and it'll adjust in like 30 seconds and then get really super dark again. What are you thinking? What are you thinking, dude? I'm like, this is like 2 upside down like that, or 1 like this. 1 like this, I don't have to cut it out any more plastic with the cord. I think I'm just gonna do it like this. It's made to be an undermount dash, so I thought that it would look cool. It would help it. Problem is I don't have a trim ring, I don't think. If I slip that in there, it'll lock in. It'd be a B.5 to get out. At this point, oh man, do you have any suggestion? Wood side up or wood side down? What is the model frame on the piece of wood? Oh, I think it's like a Metra like under dash mount, and it was like 11 bucks. Problem is I need to spend another $5 and get a trim ring, and I think that I don't know if the trim ring goes on can go on after I install it, but I think it needs to go on first. Otherwise it's gonna look a little bit incomplete, but I might just roll with it because it's gonna be solid. Fuck, I love the way that looks, dude. I like the way that looks because it looks different. But I'm rocking just a single DIN dual DVD player that I have all wired up. Okay, so if I do it this way, I'm gonna need to cut stuff. I'm gonna sacrifice storage room. If I do it this way, I don't have to cut anything. I've got extra strap up here to play with. Just kind of like this way looked like really like well thought of, like just, I don't know, the way you see the metal there, you get it like tighter. I don't know where my box cutter is, but if I decide to do it that way, I need to take the box cutter and cut out a keyhole on this side instead. Okay, while I think about that for 2 seconds, I am going to, oh God, kick the bong. 1 and 2. I'm going to make sure my wires are good. Can't beat $5 for this bad boy. He helped me get to sleep the other night. He just look in your eye. Helps me get to sleep when I just hold him and he's so heavy. I rock him. And he, more like shake him. Kind of shake him a little. Bad baby. He tucks himself into my backpack every night. It's very creepy. It was suggested that I don't let him near my keys. Okay, Scully, you sleep with the clown now, okay? You sleep with the clown. You guys play nice. Southtown Odyssey. Oh, I'm welcome to drive myself out to Des Moines. That was Des Moines, Iowa. It's fucking Des Moines, Washington. 250 miles or something. I think I'm good. I'd rather drive to LA. Thank you. I'm responding to a text. I'm kind of mean. Okay. So, the wire. The wires are right here. God damn. So, that'll fit up to there. And you give it a little bit more, slack. Kind of messed up. I'm like yanking on wires, but there's wires are not enough room here. Okay, so that'll go up to there. I almost want to disconnect some of what I got going on right here, just because it's going to be in the way, but what the hell is up with that? That's in there, okay. Graduation hat. I got a machete, that's cool. I'll be fine. Let's make sure this plugs in. That should be so cool upside down. It'd just take me a few minutes to cut out the hole. What do you think about it being upside down versus having the shelf with the wood up? That just looks so cool, and then it keep me from putting anything on the top. Like maybe I don't want to put stuff on the top. Or putting stuff on the top. Fuck. I think I'm just gonna go for it, keeping it a shelf. I don't have to risk cutting myself really bad. Oh god! Right onto the fucking bong. Dragged my hand onto the fucking thing. It's because I'm gonna turn this back into my house for a second and not a public debauchery. And try to find some smoke. I was gifted this bong the other day. It's pretty nice for a gift. It's about fucking 10 pound soft glass piece you'd see like at a gas station probably. Gas stations tend to have a lot of cheap import glass, and a lot of cheap import glass tends to be soft glass, which is a little bit easier to work with. So don't typically like to get any import pieces from gas stations, but you never know. It could have a little bit better of a history to it. This may have had some water in it that evaporated, because this looks a little bit different. I hear a dog, so maybe Scully will bark. Maybe she will bark for me. Hear a bunch of kids fucking walking by. Like, what the fuck? Oh, they're just getting in the car. We're good. Hey, Jack. Jack offers in. Jack Keenoff. Good friends. We're good friends. And his sister Rosie Palm. Did I inhale? Elon Musk. Elon Musk it. I never inhale. It's like a cigar to me. Just a little CX oil. With the Chech mount to come. This is a Joe Rogan minute. Shoutouts to Elon Musk. I fell asleep watching the Joe Rogan and Elon Musk thing. I did not even get to the point where he smoked the joint. I got to the point where he took out a sword. I did not get to a point where he swung this. I'm not getting obliterated. My THC, my tolerance is very high. But an average man would be done at this point. An average man would be fucking done with that shit. but I'm just getting started. I know, it seems like there's like almost like this weird filter going on. I'm seeing this color blue, this ominous color blue right here. It seems like a reflection of glare. Let's see where I can pinpoint the glare. What is it off of? Is it off of my glasses going to this, going to back? Your bro. Happy birthday, brother. Brother Jack. I know what that says, Chech. If you listen closely, I just said it. Shout out to Mr. Keenoff. Brother Jack, it is your birthday. I must be. Because the oil's gone. It's in it. Pretty much. I think today might be a good painting day. I kind of want to paint on a day that's like not even the best conditions, just because like I know some people that paint like wet surfaces to like get a different effect. So if you just like paint on like a medium shitty day, light rain, we'll get some textures that people might not think of. This is small but mighty. It's very like, here's a lighter up to it, a big lighter. This is one lighter, two lighters. I really wanted one. I did, Chech. I said hi to Brother Jack. Happy birthday, Brother Jack. I'm not sure what the shout-out's for. Your Instagram or something. Follow Jack on his Instagram. Look it up phonetically. Look it up phonetically. Under images. I think he spelled his name wrong. His last name was King Off. King Off. There's a hit for Alien. We know what you're saying, Chech. We know exactly what you're saying. Nothing's getting by us. You need to self-mod and stop spamming. If you were in the encampment stream, maybe this would be okay. Because all the tents left and they need a little something interesting, but you read their instructions. I want to see a Joey Coco Diaz size rip before you put it up. I mean, it's fucking gone, dude. It's pretty much gone. Like, it just cherried to. Yeah. I'd rather have a clean bong than a dirty pan. Just because I'm so, I'm like the black belt of stoners or something, apparently, at this point. I saw this piece and I instantly was like, I've had many pieces like this, what would I do? One thing you can do is take out the downstem, and I have a Dremel with a cheap Harbor Freight set of diamond coated drill bits for only like $8. You can get like 20 assorted diamond drill bits, and as long as you're drilling underwater, like under a faucet, which is a little bit of an electrical hazard, so I just use it like a little, like old Tupperware container, fill it half with water, or just a little bit of water that you just like keep applying to the brush, and you could add a Euro carb on the back of here. Shout outs to the Euro carb. But let's be real, I'd never do that shit. I take this out, the downstem, this part, the female receiver, and you could self-diffuse that pop one hole at a time, test it, one hole at a time, test it. Or for approximately 20 bucks, you can get a tapered glass-on-glass fitting that will fit this smaller 9mm attachment. Anyway, as usual, viewers drop with stoner content. So, as Odyssey would say, proving he's from the South. Put that shit up. Okay, so I'm at the point where I am gonna test this thing. Thank you for the like on the way out. I just saw that thing jump. Somebody just pieced out, but I'm gonna test this thing finally with the way it's set up. So, with the way I had it set up. Damn, it looks so cool. It looks so cool upside down. Should I do it upside down? Southtown, you never told, I don't think you've even told me. I've been asking you specifically. Should the wood side be up so I can have it be a shelf? Or should I have the plastic side up because I just realized that seems to look kind of fucking cool. Like really cool. Oh, I could paint this whole thing gold too before I set it up. Okay, so what I had to test was yes, I have to take this whole thing apart again. Do some things say metal side? It's not metal. It's plastic. Plastic and wood. Do the plastic side up because it just looks cool. It looks cooler. I mean, this is all kind of supposed to be like about aesthetics and stuff, and like, let's be real, I thought that ooh, we got a little bit of an issue here where there's an input that I kind of have to almost thread through, but I'd want to fucking pull it back out. But it might be a B1/2 to pull out. As far as right there, I've got the thing up here. Yeah, but I want the shelf. I want the practicality about the shelf, really do. That's like I almost wanted to create like a skateboard shelf up there that was just really big, but then I thought, like, wouldn't it be nice to have just like a dainty little shelf that, you know, you could put your phone on? Like, if this is up like this, yes, it looks futuristic like a robot, but it's kind of slanted and it's like really slippery. So I suppose I could put a patch of grip tape on there, but I think I want to just paint the whole thing fucking gold, or like super metallic. I've got copper, gold, silver. I think that would look fucking crazy. I've got some really, really bright colors that might be cool. Kind of like a fun color would be cool. High visibility. That would like deter theft. I've got some, I've been slowly picking up some glossies as well, but I've hoarded quite the pile of paint now. I'm sitting on a few of these. Paint. Holy, vertical orientation lock. What happens when vertical orientation lock goes on? Did it just go F for like 2 seconds? Could you tell me? I really want to know what happens when I'm going to do it again in 3, 2, 1. Orientation lock is locked. Rotate device back. Orientation lock is locked. Rotate device back. What happens when I rotate it? Does it go to F? I say wood side up. Yeah, at this point, wood side up. Fuck. Should it be gold or silver? Here they are. Or I've got some crazy like translucent white. Oh dude, no, I've got cracked crackle. I think I might test these. Changes to portrait mode. Oh, are you serious? Oh, I see people do that all the time and it's annoying as fuck. Okay, I was hoping that happened. I'm literally stabbing my leg with these screws that are sticking out. In the past, I'd be super ghetto and I would try to hammer ends of screws off when they weren't long enough, and a lot of times it would actually be hold. Shout out to my man Dillard. Mr. Doe, you have a bro in the chat. Harold, you have a friend in the chat. He wishes to shout your Instagram out. Come in here and leech it yourself. Get in here, Harold. This song goes out to you. Wow. 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 Joby pod. Wow. Wow. That bothers Scully. Are you attracted to Lacey Noel? Probably. Go to sleep with your spray paint, Scully. I got you the white kind you like. The white kind. She likes the white kind. She likes her coat fresh and white, with the little spots of acid green and caparina. That's actually a really weird color right there. High gloss. Okay, how about I just do it random as fuck and I just I try to throw my technique like just super cool. No, I don't think I have a technique, dude. Other than like, I probably paint like white out. I got the drip pen. Oh, good lord. Why is that freezing? Giving it battery. I don't know what my battery's at. I gotta check my battery. Oh my god. Okay. I think that was just me.